In this video, I will explain the logical fallacy called the etymological fallacy. I'll begin with the general form, explain why it is a mistake, and use an example of someone making this sort of mistake. Hopefully, by the end of the video, you will be able to spot and deal with this fallacy. And if not, well, the English word like used to have the opposite flow. So a thing would like you rather than you liking a thing. This video definitely likes you, so hit the like button, and whilst you are at it, the subscribe button too. The etymological fallacy is a type of genetic fallacy and is similar to the equivocation fallacy. I have previously made videos on both of these, so go and watch them if you are interested. Etymology is the study of the history and development of words. Some modern English words are derived from Old Latin or Greek words, for example. The etymological fallacy occurs when we present an argument about a modern word using its etymology. Consider the following. X is a modern word, let's say in modern English. X is derived from Y, and Y comes from an old language, maybe Latin. Y meant A. A is the historical definition for Y. It is how people used to use the word. Therefore, X means A. The modern word X must have the same meaning. The conclusion here is fallacious. The argument is claiming a particular definition for the word X based on its etymology. This is the etymological fallacy. All languages change over time. New words are introduced, and these could be imported from other languages. The word etymology itself comes from Greek, but the meaning of a word can also change over time. The original Greek meaning may not be the same as the modern English meaning, and this is the mistake, assuming that the modern word has the same meaning as its etymon. Of course, I have spoken about English and Latin and Greek, but this is a problem with any language. Let's look at an example of someone making this mistake. The example concerns the English word enthusiasm, which comes from Greek. Consider the following argument. In Greek, the word enthusiasm breaks down to enthusiasm, which means the God within. When you have passion, when you have enthusiasm for something inside of you, that's really God speaking to you. Now, a modern English dictionary definition defines enthusiasm as intense and eager enjoyment or interest. Yes, the word originates from a Greek word, which originally meant possessed by God. Words evolve over time. This one morphed into a few variants in different languages before becoming enthusiasm in modern English. The argument states that having enthusiasm for something is really God speaking to you. But how would we know that this is what enthusiasm today really is? It cannot be because of the etymology of the word enthusiasm. The fact that the Greeks used the word in a certain way does not necessarily mean that we should do the same today. By the way, the Greeks also thought that there were four elements, and that health was based on four humours. Ideas that we have moved away from. More importantly, the Greek definition of God is different to most modern definitions. To be clear, the problem with this argument is not the original Greek definition, or the fact that the modern word originates from this ancient Greek word. No, the problem lies in the claim that modern day enthusiasm is really God speaking to you. This is a problem semantically because it is different to the modern definition, but more importantly, it is a logical problem because the argument does not explain how and why God, by any definition, is speaking to you, and why this is really what is happening when someone is enthused. Instead, the argument fallaciously appeals to etymology to support its claim. When you see someone make this kind of argument, consider the relevance of etymology. Remember that languages are ambiguous. Some people might use a word in an unusual way. This is not a problem if you both understand the discussion. But don't use etymology to justify a conclusion. The origins of a word won't necessarily tell you about the concept it is describing today. As always, politely point out the fallacy, develop better arguments, and have more productive discussions. I hope you now have a better understanding of this fallacy.